guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. A great big shout out to my channel members for supporting my channel. Thank you. Okay, it has been a minute since I've loaded a video, but this is my Hobonichi Weeks. Just to recap, as I do every week, this is my Hobonichi Weeks One Piece January Start English edition. I do keep it in this, which is my Mo-term cover in taupe that I got from Amazon. I don't even know if this is available anymore, but I will continue to use it year over year until it's not functional anymore. So I plan on having it for quite some time. I believe they're going to start previewing what the new lineup is for 2024 regarding Hobonichi and Hobonichi Weeks. And so I'm really interested to see if they have more One Piece, as you guys know or may not. I really enjoy the One Piece anime, and so I've been loving looking at this cover. Okay, this beautiful card was sent to me by my friend Poet, and she sent it for me for my birthday. So I celebrated my birthday last week, and I don't know about you guys, but the amount of thought and effort that went into this is absolutely stunning. So it's got your fold out. So she would have put this in her die cut machine to cut out the shape, and then she would have cut out all of these different shapes right here. Some of them she colored in. You can see the paper piecing that she's done, and then this is at least 2 die cuts because they're stacked, so it's sort of like the gold shadow behind it. And just the amount of effort that she put into this card, it's so beautiful. It's in the colorway pinks and greens, and I actually use it as a bookmark in my Hobonichi, and so you're going to see this week after week because it's just the perfect size. Now I do have the little bookmark here, but this just makes me happy every time I see it. So thank you, Poet, for this beautiful card. I mean, seriously, it's so beautiful. And there's actually paper piecing inside as well. All right, so let's set up our week. I'm going to take this out. Now I've set it up a little bit differently because I'm actually working from home 2 or 3 days a week, and that's going to be for at least a few months. We'll see how it goes from there. And so some of the things I needed to switch around because there's just certain information I don't need to know. So this is a bookish sticker book from Happy Planner. I believe my friend Andy had sent this to me, and this is back in 2019, so it's been a minute since I've had it, but I thought it was right in front of me, so why not use it? So let me put some stickers down just to set a color palette. Okay, I'd rather be reading, and that's absolutely true. So I'm just gonna, instead of having a rainbow bright, I'm just gonna have one color from here. And at the top of the pile is this orange mild liner. So that's going to be the color of the week. So what this is my tarot pull on a daily basis. So this is something that's changed location. It's something I've been doing, but I'm changing it because that's something that I do every day that I work. And then this is the tarot pull for the week. Now what changes is on the days that I work in the office, I will pull what is being offered in the cafeteria because it makes sense there. But on the days that I am not working in the office, if I work any overtime either before or after work, that's what goes in that spot there. That's why it changes a little, but to me it's the best use of time, but it's also the best way for me to keep track of things because I don't want it to get lost in here. So I might actually have a different color that I'm going to highlight that. And then I have been working Saturdays and Sundays. We are severely understaffed. We're getting a new person in about a week, but their position is actually literally between the clerk and myself. So there's some things that they can take away from my plate, but what I have access to and the kind of jobs that I do, it's just right under the manager level. I've taken on some of my former manager's jobs, so it's just not something either one of them can take away from me. So there's just a lot of work and not enough time. So I have been working. I am really trying to manage my own wellness with that. I'm still dealing with my leg issue. So yeah, it's just a lot of juggling. But to me, on a paper perspective, this just makes the most sense. This is where I'll put my completed tasks. This here will be something. Let's put the notes here. So that's what I need to remember for next week. And before I forget, and let's introduce a new color because I'm just trying to keep things straight in my head. So I still will be filming my lunch. So we'll put lunch here, and that's still enough time for OT, but I don't need the space for what's offered in the cafeteria because it doesn't apply to me. And yet another color. So I don't know that I'll be working OT every day that I'm working from home, but at least I have a spot to put it. Okay, so that's notes. That's tarot of the week. OT. And I just have to label things so I don't forget what it is that I'm doing. So I can do a mood tracker up here, and that's what this little stencil will be for. Let's bring this one by way of color over here. Now, I have not been coloring much, and generally that's one of my main hobbies, but as I've been working more, I actually don't color at all at work because I actually don't take a lunch break. With my doctor's appointments, I've been working like 7 hours straight, and then I go to the doctor's because it takes me a minute to get there. So then I've made up time on the non-doctor's appointments. This is the first week that I am working from home, and it will be scheduled out on a weekly basis. I hope to get to a point where my working from home schedule is consistent, and I'd like it to be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday working from home, and then Monday and Thursday in the office. And I'd say about 90% of the job functions I can do from home, but there is a few that I have to be in the office to do, and those 2 days would work perfectly for me. However, it's fall start this month, and so there's some weeks that I have to just juggle around the days that I'm in the office versus the days I'm working from home, just for coverage purposes. And so for the next few weeks, I will need to figure out how to best manage how I'm keeping track of that, because I don't necessarily have to do a work plan, but should anyone ask, okay, so what did you do on the days that you worked from home, I'd be able to easily see that information. And the reason I haven't filled those in is that's actually the tarot card that I pull. So like Ace of Wands or Four of Cups or whatever. And then here I'll highlight once I pull that card to see what that one is. So we've got notes, we've got the mood. Let's do the date over here. So July 31st to August 6th. Don't know why I like seeing this like this, but every week I like seeing it like that. And so we've got word, quote, and thoughts. So let's put a sticker over here. Oh, a cat and dog one is kind of cute. I want something colorful, but I don't necessarily want to take up this entire box. Kind of like this one, Books and Coffee. And the thing about Happy Planner that I kind of never was really a huge fan of was it's all super positive. And I know for a lot of people that's exactly what it is that they need, but I deal mostly, or my brain works better with snark than with super positive. So that actually always had the opposite effect on me, where it would just annoy me a lot. Okay, so let's put this as our word, because that's something that's consistent. And we can do thought on this side. And if we can find a sticker that speaks to me. All right, so this is my setup for the week. I'm probably gonna have to play around with it for a while just to figure out what it is that I need. I decided to go back to this layout versus a layout I'll show you in just a second, because I wanted more room, and this I can actually do 2 different columns because I might actually be doing quite a bit more, because especially for the days that I'm working from home, I'll be working probably from like 6:30 to 6, and so I can get a lot more tasks done. So we'll see how this works out. I might have to go to like a dashboard layout, and if you're from Happy Planner World, you know what that means. But it's really colorful, and I'll be using either this pen, or I did get a new pen, and I'll link it below. It's this Coffee Beans pen. There were 4 pens. I've got 2 here, and then I've got 2 at work. And we went to Outback for my birthday dinner, and the server, when she gave us the bill, had this pen in there, and it says it's a 0.5. It actually writes really thin. The gel flows really nicely. It's a really nice black pen. And so long as I start using the same pen and I keep using it, then that's fine. Because from week to week, I don't need the pens to match. But from day to day, I want the volume or the ink flow or whatever it's called to be exactly the same. So I wouldn't switch between these 2 pens within a week, because that actually would bother me. Having all a bunch of colors, having messy writing, no big deal. Having different ink weights, yeah, that's a one-way ticket to Annoyingville. So that's the week for this week that we're coming into. This was the previous week. I didn't even film with you guys. And I don't normally put sea creatures on anything, really. It's not a theme that I like, but I didn't have sharks. And when I was at Outback, I got this shark in a drink, and I'll insert a picture right here. And it's hilarious because this was full of grenadine in that blue drink. And apparently you're supposed to read instructions when you're getting alcoholic beverages, because you're supposed to pour the grenadine from the shark into the drink like blood in the water. Well, I mean, it makes sense now, but I didn't know that. And so I was trying to take some pictures, and so I poured the grenadine all over myself. And I'll insert a picture of that. And doesn't he look like he's smiling? It looks like he's smiling and he's having a good time. And he was so happy that he got me on my birthday. And I thought that was hilarious. And so that's what that's supposed to denote. Now, whales and sharks are not the same thing. I know that. But since I didn't have any shark stickers, I'm putting that down. And anytime I see that, I'm going to know exactly what that means. Now, the color palette, the kind of stickers on here, none of that makes sense. Doesn't matter. Doesn't need to. Was a pretty busy week for me. Got a lot done. There's still a lot to do, but that's fine. The word of the week was plaintive. Plaintive. And that's something, usually a sound that is described as expressive of sorrow or suffering. The quote was less talky, more shuddy. And because I write kind of fast and kind of messy, honestly, if you're not looking at this correctly, it looks like less talky, more slutty. And actually, I'm not mad at that either. Both actually work for me. No judgment. And then the week before, because I didn't show you a setup for last week, The word was cogent, and that describes something that is very clear and easy for the mind to accept and believe, i.e. convincing. And the quote was, "Not today, Satan," because it was just that kind of week. I believe I need to insert footage from this week and this week full of lunches. Some days I wasn't in the office. This Monday I took a vacation day, also had a doctor's appointment, and they had to do a deep cleaning of my skin, which actually, of the bad leg, and that actually hurt a lot, and it kept hurting that Tuesday, so I called out sick there, so there's no filming there. And then on Thursday, where I had my next doctor's appointment, I just run out of day, and so I don't want to sound like one of those girls like, oh yeah, I just totally forgot to eat. Yeah, I've never forgotten to eat. I just didn't have any time to do it. So afterwards, I kind of went hard on dinner, but I don't film that. So yeah, I'll catch up with that at the end of the video if you're interested. This is the setup for this week. And again, I'll film every day that I eat lunch. It's just you're going to see this setup here because I'll be working from home some of the days. All right, guys. I'd love to know what you guys think of this setup and how your week has been going. Let me know in the comment section below. That's it for me for now. And as always, aloha. Hi guys, lunch for today, Monday, July 17th is salmon bake. So that's just some leftover salmon that I made into a salad, put over some rice, and then baked in the oven. I generally don't like salmon, but I like that a lot. I've got some green salad that I'm going to use some of that Asian dressing. We had Korean this weekend, and so those are some shoyu potatoes. They're cold. I'll be eating this with some nori paper and wasabi and shoyu for that. Breakfast, I had a liverwurst sandwich with water, coffee midday. That's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, lunch for today, Tuesday, July 18th, is a kimchi bowl, but instead of putting the kimchi seasoning, which is that one right there, and it's hot, I just took a packet of this that I had in my stash, and I just made it into a cream of chicken bowl. And then I've got some leftover pandas. So that's some orange chicken. For breakfast, I had a liverwurst sandwich and water and coffee midday. That's it for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, lunch for today is actually breakfast. So it's fried rice, scrambled egg, Portuguese sausage, and bacon. For breakfast, I had a breakfast sandwich with bacon and eggs, all from the same place. I just felt like something I could eat quick, but also something hot. I had it with water. I had an iced coffee midday from the cafeteria. I was looking for something cold. It's not so hot here, but it is humid as crazy. It's there's a tropical storm watch, so we're expecting some rain and some wind, but yeah, humid. Anyway, that's it for today. I will see you guys on Friday. I won't be here tomorrow as I have a doctor's appointment. Okay, hi guys, lunch for today, Friday, July 21st, is Kraft mac and cheese and a chicken patty with a side of applesauce. I actually have some green beans in the fridge, but I'm not feeling it, so I'm just gonna leave it for next week. Kraft mac and cheese is my baseline for mac and cheese. All other mac and cheese has to compare to this. So if it's too cheesy or if it's too homemade, I generally don't like it. I need the stuff with the orange powder that you add butter and milk. Chicken patties are my favorite. We got a whole bag from Costco, so while you may not be seeing this, we'll definitely be eating a lot of this. For breakfast, I had a hot dog musubi and some water, and then I had an iced coffee from yesterday. I didn't drink, so I just brought that, and that was my coffee midday. All right, guys, well, that's it for this week. Hope you have or had a great weekend. Bye. Hey guys, lunch for today, Wednesday, July 26th, is a ramen bowl. I've shown this before, K-Army stew. I've got this from Walmart. I did add some gyoza that I had in the freezer. For breakfast, I had Vienna sausage and rice. It's gonna be probably the next few weeks. If I don't bring something in from home, I'll just be eating things out of my stash, so microwavable things, because as soon as I get in, I'm slammed. So yeah, I had water throughout and coffee midday. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hi guys, lunch for today, Friday, July 28th, last Friday of July, is from Tanioka's. My coworker went there on her way into the office. I've got fried rice, a corned beef hash patty, and a vegetable tempura. I'll have that with water. Breakfast, I had a turkey sandwich with water. I had an iced coffee, a glass kind you can buy from Walmart. Actually, it was able to pick up a 4-pack from Walmart for like $7 versus the $4.50 I paid for one in the cafeteria, although that was a larger size, but whatever. I didn't film lunch from yesterday because I didn't eat lunch yesterday. We had a meeting that ran long, and then I had a doctor's appointment, so I ran out of time. But anyway, that's lunch for today. Hope you guys had or have a great weekend. Bye.